Bullseye. 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 Just below bullseye. 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 Just to the right of the bullseye. 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 Just to the right. Bullseye.
Hello everybody, this is Hammer Striker here. You gotta love Amazon Prime. It's Sunday afternoon and the post office shows up with a box. So let's find out what we've got in this box. It's well packaged. It's stuck in there pretty good. What do we got here? Meprolight M21 Reflex Sight. This is the same sight that they issue on the Israeli military forces, or the Israeli Defense Forces Tavors. So let's get it out here and take a look at it. Basically what we've got here is a hybrid night sight and red dot. It's self-powered, so it uses tritium for the night functionality and it uses fiber optics for the day. This particular one, it can be ordered in numerous different formats, but this particular one has the bullseye reticle. And the Picatinny mount. The ones on the actual IDF Tavor, there's the bullseye reticle. Of course, it won't show up as clearly on the camera because of the distances. When you look at it through the sight, when it's mounted on the rifle, it's a very clear bullseye. The actual IDF Tavor one has a proprietary mount that mounts on the front of the barrel, but this Picatinny mount one will mount on any rifle, including the Tavor. And we just happen to have a Tavor. You've seen it here before on the channel. So let's go ahead and put this thing on. Here we've got a Tavor. This is the standard 5.56 Tavor. Looks like we've got a little problem on this one though. There's no room. No place to put the thing. So let's solve that problem. I don't feel like returning it. So grab another Tavor, which we just happen to have right here. This is in flat girth. Unfortunately, unlike the IDF model, it's not full auto. It doesn't have the fun switch, but it is definitely still a fun rifle to play with. And it's got lots of rail space on it, so we can put more toys on. Basically, this thing is very easy to install. It comes with a quick release. So you pull the quick release out, set it at your desired position, and we're going to have to go to the range to do some sighting in and figure out how we want to mount this one. Get it just right here. Basically, that's what it looks like installed. We will be playing around with the positioning on it. We'll have some range footage a little bit later when we finally get it positioned and zeroed in, show you what it looks like. But there it is, installed on the rifle. And there's a little bit better view of the bullseye reticle. And keep in mind that this is actually being powered just by the room light. There's no batteries in this, and if it were night at dark, the tritium would be providing the power to light up the reticle. And it makes for a very easy sighting picture, very quick pickup like any red dot sight, with the added benefit of not having to worry about batteries. Simply sight through, fire your target, and away you go. Okay, a couple other things I'll show you about the sight. One is, when mounted on the Tavor or any rifle, it's designed to co-witness with the sights. Now the Tavor has flip-up sights, you probably saw from the prior video, front and rear. And not only can these be used, of course it's going to be impossible to show this on the camera probably because of the pinhole. But what you can do is you can use these for dry zeroing to initially set up the zero on it. And also in the event of a failure of the sight, because it'll co-witness, you flip the sights up and you don't have to physically remove it to be able to continue to operate. So I'm going to go ahead and take it back off and show you some more of the features of it. Now I showed, when I was putting it on earlier, it was a little bit difficult to show it on the camera trying to put it on, especially since we had just taken it out of the box. But these flip-up arms are the quick release. You flip them up, so they're basically upside down, laying flat, and at this point it just rocks off. If I were wanting to put it back on, I rock it back on and then flip them back down and it locks in place. So I can move it to another location on the rail or remove it entirely. Okay, so now that I've got the rifle put down and I've got my hands free, I can give you a little bit closer look at how these quick releases work. They basically just flip over and lock in place, and they can flip back up to release it. It's got two guide pins so that it does lock well into the rail, and if necessary you can adjust the tension, but this one came right from the factory well adjusted. From a zeroing perspective, here's the zeroing screws here, and they can be operated with either the screwdriver, a coin, or even the rim of a cartridge, so that you don't need to have a tool set with you to be able to do this. This one back here is for doing up and down, and then here's your windage adjustment right here. Just from the brief glance I've had it at the moment, it appears to be almost pretty much right on. We'll see that when we spend a few minutes zeroing it. There are a few accessories that come with it. It comes with a dust cover that will fit over it to protect it, and it'll fit over it without removing it from the rifle. So you just slide it right over there. And it also comes with a flash suppressor, for lack of a better word. It threads in and avoids glint off of your glass, so that the target looking back at it won't pick up glare and reflections. And when you're looking through the sight, it makes it a little bit dimmer, but it doesn't obscure the image. Get pointed towards something that's a little bit brighter. It doesn't obscure the image. I'll take it off. It's a little bit brighter, and fine lines close up did appear to blur, but the way your eye will work when you're looking at something further out, this grill, kind of like a screen, like a window screen, will just disappear. The sight's relatively light. It feels to be very well constructed. This here is the light collector for the fiber optic day illumination. So we'll get this thing mounted on the rifle, get it zeroed up, get it out to the range, show you guys some range footage of this thing actually in use, and the final installation point on the rifle.
Above the bullseye, about an inch, about a half inch left on the bullseye. Dead center, about 3/4 of an inch to half an inch.
Just got back from the range with it, put it on the rifle, never laid a finger on the adjusting screws. We were shooting AR-556. The first rounds we did were standing freehand, unsupported, and they were all, with the exception of a flyer or two, in the 9 ring, the B ring. And after that we did another round with a support with a little tripod mount, and we tightly wrapped them right into the bullseye. So this sight is very good. Give it a big thumbs up. If you pick up one of these, you will not be unhappy. Thank you. And if you enjoy our videos, give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and have a nice day.